Implementing Numeric has actually been one of the best decisions I've ever made at Brex. It shows up every single day, every single close. I see it in my team. I see it in the results themselves. Gives hours and hours of time back to our team to then allow us to really focus on what matters. My name's Kevin Moore. I'm the controller at Brex. Joined Brex actually as the first finance hire back when the company was in stealth mode. It looked like you were pulling information manually out of your NetSuite system, running pivots, running sorts, running filters, running month-over-month checks, and then having somebody manually type out, my AWS bill did this, my Snowflake bill did this, and then it all accumulates up to a positive or a negative flux to then also say like, well, does this make sense? Is this accurate? For us being a fintech partnering with dozens of banks out there, it really is tens of thousands of transactions flowing through every single month. Sometimes you're not able to do that deep analysis. We had gotten to the point where the system was so cumbersome that my payroll people, my AP people, my broader accounting people couldn't engage with the reconciliation tool in that system. It almost felt like we would never be able to rip this out. And the only way I'm gonna solve it is by throwing more bodies at the problem. I picked the product, I said, hey, if they can do close management, let's do proof of concept with close checklist. And then if they land that, then I'll likely have a stronger case to then move on to flux analysis. Oh, okay, hey, they actually solved flux analysis for me. All right, now let's take that bet that they can implement this cash reconciliation project. And so it's been this continuous like proof of concept, but also they've delivered every single time. In almost real time, they can do all of the things that were potentially a big drain on their resources. It's a very simple thing where you're just saying like, I want to do X. If this parameters are true, apply this across all of this thing. Oh, wait, the system already has all of this data for me. They're actually suggesting a match. They can just push that button and then have it apply across that entire population, not just for month one, but for all of the months to come. Be able to write these custom rules in place to not just support the manual matching process, but then to also flag, again, those anomalies for then, hey, we're missing this entry. Oh, my payroll person needs to book this. People come to startups to work on fun, exciting problems and new problems and to use those critical thinking muscles. They don't necessarily come to work at startups to be doing the same thing every single month. It was really rewarding to get to come to them and say, look, if you're successful in the system and implementing the system, think about all the time that you're gonna have back in your day to take on more strategic projects. One of our favorite things about actually working with this team is that we have this ability to reach out, to the founders, to the engineers, to basically everybody in that org and say like, hey, can we set up some time? We want to talk about our current experience. We want to share a different perspective about what we're trying to accomplish and why. That feeling of, hey, if I'm going to put a suggestion out there or I'm going to call out a pain point I'm having, I know it's going to be actioned very, very quickly, or that you all are going to be very transparent on the timing for us to implement that change. One of the fallacies, right, of LLMs is anomalies. But then if you're not surfaced or you're not given access to the data itself that the response is generated off of, then you are kind of a bit of a captive audience. For us, it's very helpful to have all that data be ported over from our ERP into Numeric. And so then it's that like, oh, they kicked out this response. Did that response actually make sense? Oh, let me look at that core underlying data. Oh, wow, it's right there. Yes, this does back this up. For us, that's really powerful to then be able to verify what the technology is kicking out for you in that real-time instance. I think what I'm most excited about for the next 5 to 10 years, or just like the future of being in an accounting and a finance role, is just how more embedded these AI solutions are going to be. Truly enable people to rise above the minutia and really focus on, hey, what actually matters. It really is that force multiplier. It's super rewarding to see so many other companies like Numeric doing some of the things that we're trying to do at Brex ourselves, where it's just like, hey, We want people to focus on what actually matters. We don't want people to be busy just for the sake of being busy, or because a process said, oh, I have to follow steps 1 to 20, right? Hey, how can I actually get to the meat and potatoes behind this work, which I think is ultimately what everybody loves doing.